My stepsister stole my fiancé and had his baby. Then my whole family chose her over me. I found out my fiancé got my stepsister pregnant at my own engagement party when she announced it to everyone and they all congratulated her. For years ago, I was 28 and engaged to Derek. We'd been together for 3 years. He proposed on a beach in Hawaii. It was perfect. I thought he was perfect. We were planning a spring wedding. My mom and stepdad offered to throw us an engagement party. Big family event. All our relatives, close friends, the whole thing. I need to back up a little. My mom remarried when I was 20. Her husband Richard had a daughter from his first marriage. Sophie. She was 25 when this all happened. For years younger than me. Sophie and I were never close. She was always competitive with me. Always trying to one-up me. When I got a promotion at work, she'd talk about her job for an hour. When I bought a car, she'd suddenly start looking at more expensive ones. And she was always weirdly flirty with Derek. Touching his arm. Laughing too loud at his jokes. Sitting next to him at family dinners. I mentioned it to Derek once. He brushed it off. She's just friendly, babe. Don't be jealous. I mentioned it to my mom. She defended Sophie. She's young. She doesn't mean anything by it. You're being insecure. So I dropped it. The week of our engagement party, I got sick. Really sick. The flu. Fever, chills, the whole thing. I almost canceled, but my mom insisted. You'll regret missing your own party. So I went. I felt like death, but I went. Derek was acting weird all night. Distant. He kept disappearing. Every time I looked for him, he was outside or in the bathroom or talking to someone in another room. Sophie was acting strange too. She kept smiling at me. This fake, sweet smile. And she kept looking at Derek. Halfway through dinner, Sophie stood up. She clinked her glass with a spoon. Everyone went quiet. I have an announcement to make, she said. I thought she was going to toast our engagement. I smiled at her. She smiled back. Then she said, I'm pregnant. The room erupted. Everyone gasped. My mom jumped up and hugged her. My stepdad Richard looked shocked but happy. People started congratulating her. I was confused. Sophie didn't have a boyfriend. At least not one she'd mentioned. Then she said it. And Derek is the father. The room went dead silent. I felt like someone dumped ice water over my head. What? I whispered. Derek went white. He stared at his plate. Sophie looked right at me. I'm sorry, Mia. We didn't mean for it to happen. But we're in love. I turned to Derek. Tell me she's lying. He wouldn't look at me. Derek. My voice cracked. He finally looked up. Mia. I'm so sorry. My stepdad stood up. Sophie, what the hell are you talking about? Sophie put her hand on her stomach. Derek and I have been seeing each other for 4 months. We tried to stop, but we couldn't help it. And now, she smiled. Now we're having a baby. For months. While we were planning our wedding. While I was picking out bridesmaid dresses and tasting cakes and looking at venues. He was sleeping with my stepsister. I stood up. My legs felt like jelly. You've been cheating on me for 4 months? Derek stood too. Mia, please. Let me explain. Explain what? I shouted. Everyone was staring. I didn't care. You got my stepsister pregnant. I didn't mean for this to happen. But it did happen. For 4 months. I looked at my mom. I expected her to say something. To defend me. To tell Sophie and Derek how disgusting this was. But she just stood there. Looking between Sophie and me with this pained expression. Mia, honey, she said carefully. Let's talk about this calmly. My fiancé just announced he got my stepsister pregnant at my engagement party and my mother wanted me to be calm. I grabbed my purse and walked out. My best friend Emma ran after me. She drove me home. I cried the entire way. That night, my phone exploded. My mom, Mia, come back. We need to talk about this as a family. My stepdad Richard, this is complicated. Sophie is pregnant. We need to figure this out. Not one person said, I'm sorry this happened to you. Not one person said, Derek is a piece of shit. Just, this is complicated and we need to talk. Derek texted, can we please talk? I need to explain. I blocked him immediately. Sophie texted, I know you're hurt. But this is real. I love him. He loves me. I hope one day you can be happy for us. I blocked her too. The next day, my mom showed up at my apartment. I let her in. I thought she was coming to comfort me. To tell me she was on my side. I was wrong. Mia, she said. I know you're upset. But we need to think about the baby. I stared at her. The baby? Sophie is pregnant. That baby is innocent in all this. Mom, they cheated on me for 4 months. I know. And what they did was wrong. But Sophie is pregnant now. She needs support. What about me? I need support. Of course you do, honey. But you're 28. You'll meet someone else. Sophie is 25 and pregnant and scared. I felt like I'd been slapped. She's your stepdaughter. I'm your actual daughter. My mom looked hurt. Mia, don't be like that. Sophie is part of this family now. She's been here for 8 years. And this baby is going to be my grandchild. So, what am I supposed to do? Just get over it. No one's asking you to get over it. But eventually, you'll need to find a way to move forward. For the sake of the family. I asked her to leave. Over the next 2 weeks, my family kept trying to get me to work through this. They planned a family dinner. I was expected to sit there with Sophie and Derek and just, what? Pretend it didn't happen? I refused to go. My stepdad called. You're being selfish. Sophie made a mistake, but she's family. This baby needs stability. I'm family. I shouted. You're an adult, Mia. Act like one. My younger brother Josh was 16 at the time. He was the only one who took my side. He texted me, this is so messed up. I'm sorry, Mia. They're being horrible to you. He was a kid and he understood. But none of the adults did. 2 weeks after the engagement party, Sophie posted on Facebook. Derek and I are so excited to start our family. Thank you to everyone who has supported us during this difficult time, my mom commented. So happy for you both. Can't wait to meet my grandbaby. I stared at that comment for an hour. My own mother. Congratulating the woman who stole my fiancé. That's when I knew. She chose Sophie over me. I blocked everyone. My mom. My stepdad. Sophie. Derek. Everyone except Josh. I stopped going to family events. Stopped answering calls. My mom left voicemails. Mia, you can't avoid us forever. We're your family. I deleted them without listening. Emma and my other friends rallied around me. They took me out, let me cry, helped me get through it. I threw myself into work. I'm a graphic designer. I picked up extra freelance projects. Worked 12-hour days. Anything to not think about it. I started therapy. My therapist asked me, what do you need from your family right now? I said, I need them to acknowledge that what happened was wrong. That I was the victim. That Sophie and Derek destroyed my life and they shouldn't be celebrated for it. My therapist said, do you think they'll do that? I said, no. 6 months after the engagement party, Sophie had the baby. A girl. Lily. Josh told me. He said mom was posting pictures on Facebook. The whole family was there for the birth. Everyone was so excited. I wasn't invited. I looked at the photos through a mutual friend's account. Sophie and Derek looked happy. My mom was holding the baby, beaming. Richard was standing next to her, smiling. Everyone looked so happy. Like I never existed. It hurt. But I also realized something. I didn't want to be part of that anymore. A year later, I met James. He's a software engineer. Kind. Funny. Honest. I told him everything on our 3rd date. I figured if he ran, better to know now. He didn't run. He held my hand and said, your family sounds toxic. You deserve better. James and I got serious pretty quickly. He made me happy in a way I didn't think I could be again. My mom found out somehow. Probably through Josh. She texted, I heard you're seeing someone. I'd love to meet him. I didn't respond. She texted again, Mia, how long are you going to punish us? Punish them? I finally responded, I'm not punishing anyone. I'm protecting myself. She wrote back, Sophie feels terrible about what happened. Can't you forgive her? I stared at that text. Sophie feels terrible? She posted about how happy she was. She had his baby. She played house with my fiancé. But sure, she feels terrible. I wrote back, no. I can't. Then I blocked her number. 2 years after the engagement party, James proposed. A small, private proposal. Just us on a hike at sunset. I said yes. We planned a small wedding. Just close friends. No big family event. Josh asked if he could come. He was 18 now in college. I said yes. He was the only family member I invited. My mom found out. She called Josh screaming. Josh told me later. She said, how can Mia invite you and not her own mother? I raised her. I deserve to be there. Josh told her, you chose Sophie over her. You made your choice. Mom, I didn't choose anyone. I was trying to keep this family together. Josh, no. You were trying to make Mia pretend it didn't happen. That's not the same thing. 3 years after the betrayal, I married James. My mother wasn't there. My stepdad wasn't there. Sophie wasn't there. And I didn't feel sad about it. I felt free. Last month, for years after everything happened, Josh called me. You need to hear this, he said. Derek left Sophie. My heart stopped. What? He left her 2 months ago. Just packed up and left. Took all the money from their joint account. Sophie's broke. She's moving back in with Mom and Richard. I didn't know what to say. Mom's going to reach out to you, Josh warned. She wants you to come home. She says the family needs to heal. Now she wants to heal? I know. I told her she's insane. But I wanted to warn you. The next day, I got a text from an unknown number. Mia, it's me. Please don't block this number. I need to talk to you. My mom. I almost deleted it. But I was curious. What do you want? I texted back. Can we meet? Please. It's important. Say what you need to say here. There was a long pause. Then, Sophie is going through a really hard time. Derek left her. She's struggling financially. I think it would mean a lot if you reached out to her. I read that text 3 times. She wanted me to reach out to Sophie? Are you serious right now? I wrote back. I know you're still hurt. But Sophie needs family support. She has a 4-year-old daughter. She's a single mother now. I was shaking. She made her choice. So did you. Mia, please. She's your sister. No, she's not. And you're not acting like my mother. I put my phone down. But the texts kept coming. My stepdad Richard, Mia, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye. But Sophie is really struggling. Can't you find it in your heart to forgive her? Me, she slept with my fiancé. She destroyed my life. And you all took her side. Richard, we were trying to support a pregnant woman. Me, you could have supported both of us. But you chose her. Richard, you're being vindictive. I blocked him. Then Sophie messaged me on Instagram. Mia, I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear from. But I need help. Derek left me. I have a 4-year-old. I can't do this alone. I know what I did was unforgivable. But I'm begging you. Please. I read it and felt nothing. I didn't respond. She messaged again. I lost everything too, Mia. He left me just like he left you. We're not so different. That made me angry. We are very different, I wrote back. I was betrayed. You were the one who betrayed me. Those are not the same. Sophie, I made a mistake. I was young and stupid. Haven't I been punished enough? Me, that's not punishment. That's consequences. I blocked her. A week later, my mom showed up at my house. I opened the door and saw her standing there crying. Please, Mia, she said. I'm begging you. Sophie is falling apart. She needs you. She needs me? I said. She destroyed my life and you stood by her. And now that her life is falling apart, you expect me to fix it? I made mistakes. I should have handled things differently. But can't you see? She's suffering. Good, I said. My mom looked shocked. Mia, you want me to feel bad for her? The woman who slept with my fiancé for 4 months? Who announced her pregnancy at my engagement party? Who had his baby while you all celebrated? She was pregnant and scared. And I was heartbroken. I shouted. But none of you cared about that. That's not fair. You chose her over me. Every single time. You asked me to forgive her before she even apologized. You posted on Facebook about how happy you were for them. Like my pain didn't exist. I didn't know what else to do. You could have chosen me, I said quietly. Just once. You could have said, Sophie, what you did was wrong and I can't support it. But you didn't. You chose her comfort over my heartbreak. My mom was sobbing now. Please, Mia. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Just please come home. I can't. Why not? Because home isn't a place anymore. It's the people who make you feel safe. And you never made me feel safe after what happened. So that's it? You're just going to abandon your family. I looked at her. Really looked at her. And I said, you abandoned me first. Then I closed the door. I stood there for a long time. Then I walked into the living room where James was sitting. He opened his arms and I crawled into them and I cried. Not because I regretted my decision, but because it still hurt. That night, I texted Josh. Mom showed up. I sent her away. Josh, good. You don't owe them anything. Me, do you think I'm being cruel? Josh, no. I think you're protecting yourself. And I think they only care now because Sophie needs something. If Derek hadn't left her, they'd still be acting like you're the problem. He was right. I knew he was right. They didn't want to reconcile because they realized they were wrong. They wanted to reconcile because Sophie needed help and they expected me to provide it. After everything they put me through. After choosing her over me again and again. They expected me to be the bigger person. But I'm done being the bigger person. I'm done sacrificing my peace for people who never protected it. Some people think family means you have to forgive everything. That blood is thicker than water or whatever. But family isn't about blood. It's about who shows up for you when it matters. And mine didn't. So I built a new one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more emotional true stories every week.